He say, basement, boxing tall. You know I'm a warrior, right? Fuck that, I'm a champion. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. I'm feeling cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, chop, tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect.
It's your boy Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live with my man Black Star Sports TV in the building. What's good, good brother?
There he is. What's happening, bro? Yes, indeed.
Sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. We back at it with another one.
Yes, sir. Been a little minute, but man, can't stay away too long. We got to bring it on back, man. We got to get it off our chest. That's for real.
Yes,
Man.
sir. Hey,
yes.
So what you want to talk about, brother?
Oh, man. Yeah, we got a whole bunch to catch up on now, man. That's where should we start? Start back on the what was the fight? Wait a minute, we didn't have one after the Devin and whatchamacallit, did we?
Nope.
Yeah, well, I guess we gotta talk about that one. I guess we start on Dev and shoot. Damn, my Brian Norman Jr.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that was. I tell you one thing, man. I think the biggest thing I think I discovered out of that fight and watched it over and over as I have is that for one, Devin been weight drained most of his career, and
right.
I think this fight really showed it, and it also goes to the fact that when he fought what's his name Prograis. When he was able to drop Prograis when he came up a little weight, and then all of a sudden he comes up some more, and then he does it again at 47, and he dropped this guy. People think he didn't have the ability to do that type of stuff, man. But it's showing you as he going up, he seems to be acquiring a little more power, a little more strength than people want to give him credit for. And man, I gotta say, I'm seeing that even his physique is looking more mature now. Oh man, right. Salute Gary Walker in the building. Yes, sir.
Salute.
And I think that a lot of people is not picking up on it, But it also goes to show you how that also affected him in the Ryan Garcia fight, because Ryan Garcia, he was already weight draining himself. And then you come in there with a guy who wasn't weight drained, who was, technically, if you look at Ryan a bigger fighter.
Right.
Than him anyway. So we don't even know what his weight was that night anyway. On top of the fact that he was juicing, but everybody's giving him all this forgiveness and everything. And, now all of a sudden now, since he got announced into another title shot, which he don't deserve, he ain't beat nobody. You lost and you get an automatic another chance at a title because they got to give you one to give you some kind of clout so that you can negotiate with Devin.
Right.
It's Mark Nash in the building. What up, Mark?
Salute to Mark Nash. Salute, brother. Salute, good brother.
Yes, indeed.
Ain't seen you in a minute.
Yes, sir. And and that's the thing about it is it kind of drives me crazy with those fan bases because they give this guy so many passes, and I don't have no more for him because I liked it, Ryan Garcia. I did, and I rooted for him. I thought it was a good thing when he got with Derek James, and all that proved to be right. But it seemed like he done forgot, who really had his back, because Oscar done clowned him when he lost the Tank, They abandoned him and everything. But Oscar was fully well known that he was juicing. He knew the plan. They knew they configured that all together. I even believe the WBC knew about it because look how they moving with him now.
Right.
You go out there and look terrible and lose, and they're not criticizing you. They offer you another title shot.
Exactly.
But I got that news for him though. He gonna lose that motherfucker too. He ain't beating Mario Barrios. He ain't beating him.
I disagree with you.
Watch me. I'm telling you. I've been wrong, but I tell you, I feel it. I feel it so much.
You feel it so much.
Yeah, we kind of followed him for quite some time. I'm not sure about his trainer right now, but if he was back with old boy, whatchamacallit is dead, I would like him even more. But the guy got the ability. He's been in there. He fought Pacquiao. He done fought dang it, man. Me and them names, man. The dude Earl beat Ugas.
Ugas, yeah.
He fought Ugas. He has some pretty tough competition right now. He's been in there with, and he's been grinding. He don't get a lot of credit. A lot of people ain't really picking him up as a star. A lot of people talking trash about him. But I think it's overblown. I think he's a better fighter than they give him the credit for. I think in this fight, because the things that is wrong with Ryan is going to be exploited in this fight. This guy's a lot more solid than Ryan is. Ryan, his whole world is I got a left hook. But if you notice him, and if you notice Tio, we'll get into Tio ass a little later too, because I got to get him.
Right.
But as you notice, as they moving up, that power is going away, and Devin is in the opposite trajectory.
I must agree.
And with that coming into play, it ain't looking good for the future. But I hope he get him in there. Because I see Brian on there. Now he's a YouTube internet sensation again. He wasn't even doing any live streams or anything. As soon as they made this thing, this is how he promotes himself. He starts doing those things, and then he wants to, he's never owned up to the fact that he popped dirty and that he did that. He's never done that. He keeps denying it. So he ain't never learned his lesson. That's number one. So boxing that shows you they didn't discipline him right off the rip. They didn't do it. So you got this in his hand, and his mind is running like that. And did you also hear what the WBC did again? And this is why I say the WBC knew what was up the first time. They done already changed the levels of Ostarine, and you're not supposed to have none because your body don't produce it.
Hey,
so why would you raise the level of something you're not supposed to have?
They changed it with Oscar Valdez when he tested positive.
Yeah, but that wasn't Ostarine. This is Ostarine.
So listen. Then when Ryan Garcia tested positive, now Matias, Subriel Matias then popped up. Now they move in the level of oxygen up.
But check this out. They said his second test was negative though. So he got a little different case than Ryan. Plus they caught him before the fight.
Right.
But they can't tell me that as soon as they announced that fight, that they announced that as well. So that Ostarine can't benefit Subriel Matias. But when that February fight come along with Ryan Garcia, the new rule is already in effect. So now if he gets something in his system somehow, but he don't take no supplements, you see, and this is something that your body does not produce. And then if it's in there again, they're not going to report to us the level if it's under the level, but what it ain't supposed to be there, which is half the reason why he's supposed to got disciplined more the last time. So when you're looking at it now, so you got this going on, you're going to have the referees, you're going to have the fans, you're going to have the announcers, you're going to have the promoters all on Ryan's side because they want to make this Devin Haney fight. How fair is that to the champ right here, Mario Barrios? Mario Barrios is going into a situation where he going to have to knock this motherfucker out. If he don't, he ain't going to get the win. If he somehow can stand up with even if he got an eyeball hanging out his eye, he going to get the win. Because there's money in the background. And that's right. Mario Barrios got Goossen, Joe Goossen. When the last time he trained somebody that won?
So that's my thing. So this is what I want to talk to you about that too. Since we on this topic real quick, with the Ryan situation, Ryan is going into a fighting Mario Barnes for the WBC title. It sounds like to me personally, it sounds like PBC might be selling the belt. Because listen to this, PBC got Ryan they got Mario Barnes with the WBC at 147, and they got Rolly with the WBA at 147. And
they told Rolly not to fight Devin.
I'm gonna get there.
See, I gotta let you run it out, man.
Gonna get there. So my thing, what I'm saying is, I believe that the WBC is like, okay, we tried to make the fight with Pacquiao to make Pacquiao keep the title and fight another in-house fighter. It didn't work. Mario Barnes got 2 draws in a row. Now the WBC sit up here and let Ryan fight. I guess PBC say, hey, guess what? We put Mario Barnes up there. If he win, he win. If he don't, he don't. But I guarantee you, Golden Boy must be paying a lot of money to PBC, or enough money for them to say, okay, guess what? This might be Mario Barnes' last fight anyway. He had 2 draws. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He didn't look good. He hasn't looked good in 3, and he looked good once in his last 3 fights. So, okay, guess what? Golden Boy gonna give us this money. If Mario Barnes win, he don't. But guess what? Rolly, you got our other title. We about to send you on a European trip.
They doing the Canelo Alvarez.
they got to hold the title, bro. They got to hold the title. And this is the thing. A lot of people who listening to this, they might say I'm talking crazy, but these are the realities of the business of boxing. Promotional companies do not pay all these money and sanctioning fees for titles to sit up here and lose them. It got to be worth it. Yeah. Because this is the titles are how they hold things over people's head to make them do what they want to do. That's true. So I was thinking about that, and I said, man, you know what? If that's the case, Rolly ain't fighting Devin. Rolly ain't fighting nobody that we want Rolly to see right now. Mm-hmm. They about to take Rolly on a European trip, and we ain't gonna see Rolly for about 18 months, 2 years. They gonna let him hold on to that title, boy.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen though is he gonna fumble it to one of them guys over there, because Rolly gonna do something stupid. I just don't, I like that Rolly crazy ass, because he's funny as a fighter, and he'll go out there and he's a meathead. So I kind of like him, but I just feel like when he lose discipline and he left Bullet, he should have stayed with Bullet. I think Bullet had him coming along.
I disagree.
You do? And,
yeah, I think he's working better with the guys he went now.
You think so? The reason I say is because of the Tank fight. He was much more disciplined than I ever seen him before, and he looked like he was okay in there until he got greedy, and then when he got greedy and he jumped out there, that's when the shark bit his ass.
Hey, okay, well, look, go back to the Ryan fight though.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
When he fought Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, but
you feel me? That was discipline. He did what he needed to do. He hurt Ryan early. After that, all he had to do was just box.
He should have hurt him some more though. Yeah, he got to hurt him some more. Him and T.O., they on my hit list. I don't care. I ain't ashamed to say it. I can't stand either one of them anymore. I can't. I want them hurt. I need some young bucks to do some work. That's what I need.
Talking about hurt.
Make me feel better.
let's talking about hurt. Let's jump into it, man. Hey, okay, no. Before we jump into that, I gotta apologize to everybody on the show. I know, I mean, I really owe you an apology, but my prediction was wrong, man. I gotta be a man of it. I had Cool Boy Steph over O'Shaquie Foster, man.
Oh man.
And Cool Boy did not. He didn't show up. I really don't know what the problem was. I know he missed weight and everything, but it was like Cool Boy could never get past that jab, bro. He could never get past O'Shaquie. And I'm gonna give a shout out to O'Shaquie. Like I just picked, it wasn't like I'm against O'Shaquie. It was just I had to pick one. I picked the winner.
Between the two of them, it was hard to know.
Between the two of them. And I was thinking maybe O'Shaquie been at 32 long. Cause he been talking about moving up to 35. And I was thinking like maybe he been at 32 long. You feel me?
Yeah.
Maybe one fight too long. And hey, he proved me wrong, bro. Shout out to O'Shaquie Foster, bro. You know what I mean? He boxed a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
He did what he did. No disrespect to Cool Boy, man. Hey, listen, things happen. Get back in the gym, get back focused, get back. I would really love to talk to Cool Boy because I really don't know what was going on. Like when I paid attention to that fight and Bozy was telling him things in the corner, but he wasn't looking Bozy in the eye.
Disconnect. See, I think that's a residual of the Inoue fight. Because Inoue did some damage to him mentally. And he almost had that lost look in his face. Because like you say, that jab was just it was, he like, man, I mean, and O'Shaquie, man, he's getting better. And you can see it. He ain't plateaued yet. So how good he gonna be? We gotta stay tuned on it. And that was one of the things we mentioned on the last show. We was like we like him, but we don't know where to quite stick him just yet. A fight like that was able to help us evaluate him better because we saw, like you said, that jab came out of we were like, whoa, we knew it was okay, but we didn't know it was on that level. But now knowing that, that's a hell of a tool to have moving forward. And it ain't too many of them that got great ones of those. If you got a great jab, you a factor. That's for sure.
And the add to what we were talking about earlier, it's crazy how money changes situations in the boxing game. Because before that fight was supposed to be a top ranked fight, right? And the show got canceled. Woo-woo. I guess Cool Boy or PBC, they pushed for the O'Shaquie Foster and Cool Boy fight. They actually put it on the PBC card. But the thing was, like when Cool Boy came in overweight, I was mesmerized that the WBC said, okay, we're going to elevate this fight. This fight is not going to be a 130-pound fight. It's going to be a 135-pound fight. And it's for the WBC interim title.
Mm.
And I'm like, how did they do this? How do you do that? Like, I mean, where do you get this where do you got to get the clarification to do that?
Yeah, they did it on the move.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They did on the fly. Like, I mean, I guess you had a lot of people in attendance, you know what I mean? You didn't want to turn it down, but how do you elevate a fight from 130 pounds to 135 and then make it a WBC interim?
Yeah.
I think word is O'Shaquie Foster supposed to vacated that belt too, because I believe he thought that fight was supposed to be in line for Shakur's mandatory, and I don't believe Shakur going back down to 35 after he fight T.O. at 40, and then
he did say he was.
He said he was, but I don't believe so. I mean, I'm gonna tell you why. My reason why is because if you go up to 40 and fight T.O., his next fight He's already talking about fighting Conor Benn at 47.
Yeah, I don't know why people even considering him. I don't.
I'm gonna tell you why. And the only reason why I'm even considering it is for the simple fact that this is what Shakur is calling for. This is what he calling for. He made a list before, right? The list before was damn, hold on. It was Zepeda, the fight he fought before Zepeda, and then it was supposed to be that Tank. All right, Tank fight is out the question right now. He comes back and says, okay, guess what? I want to fight. I will beat T.O. up at 40, and I will beat Conor Benn at 47.
Yeah, that's pretty ambitious though, to jump all them weights like.
So listen, we already got the T.O. fight going. He beats T.O. He's already talked to Eddie. They're gonna make this Conor Benn and Shakur fight happen. It's gonna happen at 47. Conor Benn might be weight drained. He's gonna get his ass kicked. That's gonna be his last fight with Eddie. Eddie washes his hands with him. And Shakur is gonna do what he wants to do, but he's never going back down to 35 after he goes to 47.
Yeah, if he goes there, it's a wrap on that. Yeah.
Right. So
that makes sense.
So what Shakur is gonna wind up doing is vacating the 35 belt, the WBC 35 belt, and right now it's not even about. I'm with Shakur. I don't even think it's about belts. Okay, with the him fighting T.O. T.O. got the W with the WBO and the Ring Magazine belt.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So listen, he get the Ring Magazine belt and T.O. belt. Conor Benn, that's money and recognition. That's money and recognition fight.
Plus they got a crowd for it too, and a venue.
He's not going back down to 35.
Yeah, I think he on it on that one. You know, I like it, but I don't. And the only reason I don't, I think he's moving too fast to jump that many weights. I think he should stay at 40. You know, because it's nice smoke there. But I mean, I can see the thought process.
On the table. It's food on the table.
Yeah, but you know all that going up that weights and you know that that fast.
That's where you was gonna end up at.
Yeah, but if you did that a year or two, get a chance to get there, settle in, just bang out some ones and climb.
He'd go back down to 40. Because I believe this: if you fight Conor Benn at 47, I don't believe Shakur coming. He weighing in at 47. I believe he probably weighing about 43.
I swear, man, I can't see him at 47. He's so tiny, man. I stood next to him, man. I was like, man, that dude little. So I don't know, but them guys young too, so them growth spurts kick in, and they can transform on you pretty fast too. So, but I mean, I be rooting for him and everything, but I just feel like he need a guy, and I think he's lacking that. And then this is no job at Jay Prince or nobody like that, but he need a guy like Devin Haney got his father. That's really guiding him and got him number one. I don't know, because every time I see him out here, he talking and he looking a certain way because he ain't really talking it the way he need to be talking it, because you got this guy T.O. talking all this madness and everything like that and saying all this little slick stuff. And then every time they come to you talking about, well, he's a good fighter, he's this and this, but meanwhile, he's shitting on you. He fighting you. He wants you to come up from 135 to 140 to fight him, because he don't want to fight none of them 140s he got right there. Accuse you of shouldn't get the 140 title because you don't want to fight your brothers. Yet he got hitches and him got the same goddamn people where they can make that fight like that. But that fight ain't gonna happen because he don't want it to happen. Just like he didn't want the Haney fight to happen. $11 million. He don't got no smoke. He ain't talking no trash. Keyshawn, get him on stage. Set him right beside him, man. You talking that shit? What you talking about, man? What do you do with the book? Yeah. You know that old punk ass shit. And then they let him off of it. And then all of a sudden now, I want to fight Shakur. I think Shakur this, Shakur that. No, I know what it is. The reason he's taking this fight is he know his power is not going to transfer to go to no 47. It really might not do a whole lot at 40. But with this guy coming up from 35, your power might still be a factor in that fight. See? But other than that, he wouldn't have took that fight. He didn't want no Hitchison. He didn't want no Haney. He didn't want them fights. Well, and where was why he didn't call Ryan? I mean, it's guys that could have been, you know, a more interesting matchup, but he didn't want those. I mean, it's a trip to me, but that's what he's doing. Because when he get in that fight and he get mollywopped and he can't hit nothing because he can't beat a boxer. He ain't beat Virgil Ortiz. I mean, Jermaine Ortiz. He didn't beat motherfucking Sandor Martin in them fights, in my opinion. I don't think he won them. And I think he know that too. And everybody was feeling at the time when he got the decision. I think that fight was closer than that decision. Yeah, closer than the other guy won. You know, but now you're going to get this guy and you think, oh, well, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do this. And all he talk about is his power. His power. Okay. When you get in that fight and you realize that you're going to keep pulling the trigger, and don't nothing happen. How long is it going to take for you to look back at your folks and talk about, do I still got it? Remember that guy? Guy? Yeah. Remember the guy who couldn't beat Kambosos? Who beat the dog? That's another boxer type that he fought. He didn't look good near one of those. But everybody talking about, oh, he's a good guy. I don't believe he's racist. No, he said what he said. And he stood, and then the cherry on top for me, the one that really burned it all, it really turned me 100% to where there ain't no return, is the fact that when somebody sit that box outside of Keyshawn's dressing room with the bananas and stuff in it, and then the next thing you know, he put a video out of him sitting there eating a banana laughing.
Right. You right.
Send it or not, you the owner of this ass whooping. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. And I don't know how these guys can cupcake with him. He get on the Breakfast Club. He talk to them. Well, I'll be the guy. I'll be the bad guy. I'll be the bad. No, don't worry. No, you're gonna be the fucked up guy fucking with me, Captain. I don't know what's up with these guys, man. They letting these dudes just run them up, talking all this. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. I swear to God, I can't wait to get next to Shakur. I got to get down up to the gym. I got to get over there. I got to go there. Look, man, I got to holler at you. There's some things we need to discuss. I need you to put feet all the way through his ass. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And that's the phony part about it. And then it gets up here, and it's amazing, but it shows you the power of the casual fan. When they're talking about Bud Crawford, technically, he's not undisputed. He didn't pay the fee. You stupid motherfucker. When he left this Bama in there lost, and they gave him the trophies, the WBC, not one belt, 2 belts was over this man's shoulder and a motherfucking ring. What you talking about?
Yeah, man.
Unreal, man. But people say, yeah, he's right. But yet he still pushed the lie that he was undisputed. How could he be undisputed when Devin Haney had the WBC legitimate title? He had the full title. He didn't have no piece of title. He had the title.
And what people fail to realize is T.O. had that WBC.
Yeah, he had that damn that goddamn let me
protect the
this
belt. That protect the belt.
Yeah.
What it do, G5? What it do?
Help me duck Devin belt. That's what.
What it do, G5? He had the
G5 in the building. What up, bro?
It was a franchise title.
Yeah. And then that's the funny thing. How he get it when the last guy had it and used it so he could he could dodge him, and they gave Devin the damn title because he was too much of a punk to fight him back then. And then there's only one.
Remember, the WBC came up with the franchise title.
WBC been working with these guys all along, man, and that's the thing about it. People is not talking about the way that this entity, this sanctioning body, works with Latino fighters. Well, no, Mexican fighters. That's just, well, no, we gotta say Latino because Tio, you know, and then whoever else is scared of the next best black fighter, like Loma went down there, please give it to me.
Hold on. To be honest, truthful, they did offer it to Deontay Wilder, but remember he turned it down.
Yeah, he ain't trying to duck nobody. He was like, "What I got to do for this? I don't want no damn franchise." You know, people forgot about it already. You know,
and Canelo had it, and that's how Canelo ducked the smoke from
Benavidez. He ducked Benavidez. He ducked Jamal Charlo. He ducked Deverenchenko. He made Deverenchenko had to fight Jamal Charlo. And then Deverenchenko got done wrong again because he beat Triple G. And people don't talk about that. He beat Triple G ass. They talking about Triple G up there with Marvin Hagler. Man, kiss my ass. Oh, goddamn Marvin Hagler. Hell wrong with you people. It's people like that. Go toe to toe with you, man. Triple G. Man, I can't even name 3/4 of the guys he fought. You know, I
ain't gonna lie. Triple G was all right.
Yeah, but he ain't on Marvin Hagler.
Nah, but this was the thing. Triple G beat a lot of European guys up.
There you go. That is it. That is all.
He beat a lot of European guys up, and then when it came to really fighting guys, really here in the States, it wasn't. He didn't produce how he was supposed to do. Okay, yeah, he beat Danny Jacobs. He beat a few people. I even had him beating Canelo in the first fight. But after that first fight, and when Canelo kind of stalled him out before they fought the second time, Triple G, the engine lost. It lost a lot, bro. It lost a lot. I don't know. The transmission started slipping or something, bro. You feel me? He wasn't the same. He wasn't the same Triple G. Like he wasn't the same Triple G and Canelo too. He wasn't the same Triple G and when he fought Canelo for the third time. He definitely wasn't. So
the third one, he looked old. He like an old man in that one.
Yeah. So to Triple G's effect, he was good, and he probably, and to a lot of boxing fans, he probably was better if you were a Middle Eastern boxing fan or a European boxing fan, because a lot of them guys that he did knock out, the knockouts was lovely, but we didn't know them guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? We really ain't know them guys, and then you got to remember too. The 160 weight class is really underrated weight class because nobody really there. You feel me? It's nobody really there. So when Triple G was doing all that shit, I mean, yeah, it was good for entertainment. But at the same time, we was like, damn, he knocked another motherfucker out, but who the fuck was dude?
Exactly. You know, and that's just the thing. But, you know, all they can do is fight the fighters that they're supposed to fight in their generation. And you didn't fight Jamal Charlo. You know, you did fight Canelo. We'll give you that, you know, the Canelo one. But, you know, when you duck certain fighters and things like that, you was talking trash about Andre Ward, but you wouldn't go make the punch on that.
I ain't even gonna lie. I wouldn't even really. Back then, I didn't want to see Triple G fight the Charlo. Either one of them motherfuckers. I didn't want that because at that time Triple G still he still punched, bro. Triple G still got some punches. Was good. Michael Johnson boxing was good, bro.
Michael Johnson, what it is, man? Yeah. Well, I mean, I will.
And just this thing, bro. You know, Triple G he was hitting hard, bro. And just go back to the Canelo fight when we seen Maul take that knee with Triple G. It might have not been no knee.
Yeah, but that's and then I didn't expect that from Jamel, and I still kind of look side out at Jamel about that, man. But I think Jamal would have been more his speed. It'd have been a better fight, and it'd have been a little back and forth. Both of them needed that fight. That's the other part of it, because we really can't judge the Charlo greatness either without fighting that guy over there too. So it go both ways. But but only thing we got to go on is the fact that we had a little triangle theory where you fought Derevyanchenko. Okay, we saw that. We saw Jamal fight Derevyanchenko. We saw him beat him. We saw you lose to him. So that's all we left with. When we could have really had both of them in there going at it, because it could have went either way. I think as far as boxing skill, I think Jamal had him, but like you say, he had the power. He definitely, if he touched him, we don't know what would have happened. He might have dropped him, but if he dropped him, but then damn, okay, well today we be saying, well, damn, Triple G was a bad boy. He did do. That's the thing. But when you avoid stuff like that and everything, that make me look like, well, you had a little fear in your heart. You didn't want to go that route. You go everywhere. Go fight everybody. You look at all these fighters from the past, man. They done went out there and fought everybody. When they get old, man, they all good friends. Even though hey, man, this dude knocked my ass out, but hey, man, all that is out the window. They don't think about that type of thing. But that's the coolest thing as a boxer is to come out of there, fought everybody. Every time you run to any of them, the guys that you fought, and then people ask them, hey, what do you think, man? That hell of a fighter, man. Yeah, that wasn't easy. They got that respect thing going on, and that's all it's about. Really, really get your respect. When you ducking and dodging, and you leaving it up to my mind. Now I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this don't seem right. Something ain't adding up. He should have fought. Now just imagine if he did fight Andre Ward, if he did fight Jamal Charlo. Just add just them two names alone. Just add them into the mix. Let's say he win one, lose one. I think in my mind mentally he moves up. Even though he lost one, anyone, it wouldn't have mattered. But you see what I'm saying? But that's something that we can physically, tangibly kind of look with and try to piece where he fit in at this time, because it's hard to do when all you fight is European fighters, And they said the same thing about Wilder. Wilder knocked all the guys out on this side of town. Then he went across the water and he started losing, And but I think that had more to do with size than really skill. But I just shake my head on it, man. But I don't want to forward into the next subject because I know we gonna come back to this anyway about that, because I want to talk about the Wilder situation too. But yeah, I just would it'll make me feel better than if like we sitting here and they have a autograph signing. Triple G down here with a bunch of the other ones. Man, I want Triple G's autograph too. He fought such and such, and he fought such and such. I don't feel it now. If he down the street now, yeah, maybe. I ain't got nothing to do spending somebody else's money for an autograph, maybe. But my own, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But if he fought them, I feel more like, okay, yeah, man, yeah, he's a good fighter, man. He did this, he did that, There you go. I mean, he didn't have many guys that I say that I wanted to see him have to fight, And I mean, well, I don't know about now. Instead of having him fight Canelo the third time, he should have fought David Benavidez. That's who he should have fought. Now imagine if he threw those three into the mix on his resume. That shit is buffed up now. Win or lose. The man still get credit for me because it ain't all about just winning all the time,
Right.
But you going out there, you test yourself when you went out there against the best. Hey man, that gives me a better way to judge you. I can't judge if you get all easy fights. I mean, it's a lot more to fights than just skill and what you got, what comes easy to you. What are you going to do when it gets hard in there? When you seem like everything you trying just ain't working, and you got to dig deep, and you got to you go back to your corner. Hey man, look, he hit you with that left hook. He's setting you up with that right hand. You got this. Didn't go out there and you fix it, change it. Okay, whoa, man, look what he's doing now. Oh man, it's like a whole nother fight. That's what you want to see, and that also educates us on the fight game, and we can see what is special about it. It's so much in, man. Hey, he knocked him out of this thing. It's so much more to it. And that's the thing about real fight fans. If you really in a fight fan, you looking at it through a deeper lens. It's not just the topical stuff. Everybody sees the topical stuff. That's what's going to attract you. But once you get in, you know, because I mean, just look. Well, I don't want to go there either because we're gonna talk about that a little later. I have a tendency to loop things together too much, so I'll try not to do that. But we'll get to that too, and try to tie that back in, man. But you know, other than that, man, I mean, he was a good fighter, and anytime he fought, I would watch him. So I'm not going down him to that degree, but I just wanted to see him fight a couple more guys. And I hold that still with the Charlos too. I'm like Jamal, man. Canelo's still out there. What's up? What's up? You just saw what Bud did to him. Oh, well, let me add this since I mentioned his name. You know he back with Ronnie Shields.
Yeah. I heard.
That's now we on our way to do something. We on our way to do something. But that's got to be his focus. It's Canelo. What other big fight does Jamal got? I mean, 160, he might fight Damas or Laura, you know. But I say start there. I mean, how long you gonna think Canelo's gonna hang around fighting now? You know, I mean, he's starting to get to the point where he's starting to look at, you know, what's my next move outside of boxing. I know he loves the sport, but I mean, it's getting to a point. If you're losing to a guy 3 weights down from you, you know, some of these guys that you've been ducking, when they get you, they're gonna dust you off because we already know you're ducking them. But go get him while you got a chance, man. Well, I mean, what you know, they act like I heard him say the other day in an interview something about you know, 30 to new 20 and all that, man. Look, stop lying to your motherfuckers self. You know, that goddamn 30 gonna be 40 quicker than you fucking even realize, and then you gonna wake up a whole nother man than he was the day before. It ain't the same, brother. It ain't, and I'm just being honest. Get your ass up off your ass, get in that motherfucking gym, and go get the shit right now, because the window is closing, and his career, his legacy needs these fights too, you know. And also, don't leave David Benavidez out there. Why not shoot for him? He out there. That's a big ass fight.
You're right.
You know.
You're right. I
mean, win or lose, shit, go get him. Hell, all we gonna do, and it's just like Arturo Gotti. Gotti didn't win, but he went for the fights, and then he fought like he wanted to win. That's why we love him. But it don't matter. No matter how many times he got his ass whooped. That's our dude. Arturo Gotti fighting this week. Shit, hell yeah, I'm watching. That's the real right there. That's the real. See, and that's what these guys got to understand. Their whole perception of these haters and everything like that have changed. You know, and just like with Canelo's almost knocked off all the guys that I said that I needed to see him fight. And once he fight all them guys, hey, I can't criticize him no more. All I could do is reflect on how good his career was. He was good, you know, and that's all we can ask from these fighters, man. Fight them guys. Hell. You know, I mean, it's funny when you see Evander Holyfield, you see Riddick Bowe, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, all these guys get together, and then they all get on Riddick Bowe for not fighting Lennox Lewis.
Right.
Man, you should have fought him, man. You should have fought him, man. To this day, he still got to answer that shit.
Yes, sir.
Them is real fighters because hell, man, look at it. Holyfield got 10 losses. He had 10 losses. Who would figure, you know? Because he kept on going, though. But still, he fought everybody he needed to fight to judge him. And when you look back at him, you got a concrete opinion that can be established on him because he fought everybody he could fight. He fought the big. He fought the little bitty. He fought the same size, different size, nice jab, you know, uppercut, hooks, whatever was the specialty. He faced all the styles.
Right.
You know, the real technical, even for James Toney. I mean, hey man, shoot, take your hat off to him. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, man. I'm at this pawn shop over here. I seen somebody got a Evander Holyfield leather jacket. They selling 2,500 bones. It was a woman that worked for him that they gifted it to her.
Wow.
She ended up pawning the thing, and they were setting up in there. I told her, man, I said that can't be the real one. It got his name on it and everything. straight leather jacket. Got 3-time heavyweight champ or something like that written on it, and on the front ran the whole deal, real deal, and all that. It's nice though, but who would think somebody give you that? You gonna pawn them out? I ain't pawning that shit. I ain't gonna live here forever. I'm broke as a motherfucker on the fig tree, eating an apple. My jacket,
Hey, I want to get your take. Let's go move forward. Fuck it.
All right.
Going to get your take. Last night's card, Jake Paul MVP card.
Oh man, the first fight though, that brother on the first fight, he was tagging the hell out that one dude, man. I don't know who the other dude was, Cortinez or whatever his name was.
Right.
That dude was, man, he was popping it. He was dusting him good. I liked that first fight. That was all right, but I expected a little more from the other guy. He could have had a little better moments. Let's see, man. Who was the next fight? The next fight was kind of, I don't know. Then they got Alicia Baumgardner, and oh no, the second fight was Du Bois' little sister.
Yep.
Yeah, she looked good too. She like she know what she's doing. I was pretty impressed with her. She's trying to get with Alicia Baumgardner, so that looked like that could be a good fight.
Yeah, I had some conversation with some people about that too, and
yeah,
and the conversation was, they asked her, what does she want to do next, and she said, well, me and Alicia, our careers are going in two different paths right now. But when they asked Alicia what's up, she said, tell her to step up and fight these 3-minute rounds, and we can do something.
Yeah.
So it sounded like one fighter was like, I'm trying to still build myself up. And it sounded like the other fighter like, if you ready quit fucking with these 2-minute rounds and fuck with these 3-minute rounds, we can do something. But if you still doing 2-minute rounds, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah. But I think it'd be a good fight though. She seemed like she got some skills, a nice little jab, know how to move a little bit there. She'll be a pretty good test for her. But I do like the fact that she with Derrick James, Alicia Baumgardner, and she was more business this fight. But she was so concentrating on going them 3-minute rounds, I think she took a lot of opportunities away from herself where she could have really put a stamp on the letter and probably maybe close the show out. But I mean, it's okay. I think it's good for women's boxing and everything. And that'd be a good little matchup. Yeah, look, Dan with the boy's sister. Ain't that something?
Yeah. Shout out to MVP, Jake Paul and them. They really know how to put on. They really know how to put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
They really know how to put on the show. It was entertainment. He doing a lot for women boxing.
Yeah, he is.
A lot for women boxing.
He really is.
He getting a lot of these women's recognition that they wouldn't really be getting.
Wouldn't have had. Yeah.
And one of the good things about it, about last night, and about for real all Jake Paul, his fights. He let people fight on his platform, and actually he's putting them really on one of the biggest stages that they can even be on at this time.
Yeah, he's promoting,
and it's not like he's hogging the space.
Yeah,
it's like no. You hear. Do what you need to do. You hear. You feel me?
That's right.
And man, shout out to Jake Paul, man. He changed the boxing. He put an entertainment card on. And one thing I can say too, like he ain't afraid to get in there and fight, bro.
Hell no.
I can say that because I mean I kind of doubted Jake on some of the fights.
Yeah.
But last night kind of made me just give him another level of respect.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You got to give him respect.
It showed a whole level of different respect last night, and I'm like, man, you know what? We might not see Jay Paul box for a while, but he did what he had to do in the boxing game to get his foot into the promotion game, and now he's locked in.
Solid. But let me let me address this one point that's related to this. Is and I'm pretty sure you done seen it too. You got all these people talking about, well, it took AJ 6 rounds to get him and only 2 rounds for Ngannou. Imagine what Tank would have did to him. You motherfucker got to be kidding me, man. Y'all got to be kidding me. Little ass Tank. 5'3", 5'5", less than 140 pounds. Are you fucking kidding me? He fought AJ. 6'5", 260, came down to 240. Came down to 240. What are y'all talking about? What Tank would have done? Tank would have got Tank was going to get his ass whipped in that fight. I truly believe that. Tank was not going to beat no Jake Paul. I'm sorry. I know Tank can punch. That sounds nice, but he didn't knock out Roach. He didn't knock out Pitbull Cruz. I mean, you know how big? How is he going to hit him on the chin? How he going to connect?
You true that.
I mean, but the people, everybody say, what if Tank would have did? This is how delusional Tank Davis fans are. The man ain't even fighting the guys he's supposed to fight in the weight classes that he walking around in. He not even fighting them guys. But somehow,
well, they casuals. That's why.
And there you go.
They speaking from their heart instead of from their mind, bro.
That
you feel me?
Crazy to me, man. I was looking at the screen like,
because like even last night I'm kind of looking at Joshua last night. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
And he was trying not to. He was trying not to hurt him.
What are you doing?
He was trying his best.
Doing? Like, no, bro. Like this is not what you're here for. You're here to let this man know this is a sport you can't play with.
That's right.
You feel me?
And his level.
I mean, he wound up stepping into it and doing what he had to do. But I still believe, even though he got his jaw broke, they say.
Yeah, he had 7 teeth removed.
Damn.
They broke it on this side and this side.
Damn.
Yeah, because what it was, he had his mouth open. He was so tired, breathing heavy. And then you can see the picture when he punched, his jaw was way over here. I said, "Jeez," but he wasn't trying to hurt him. He was just he wanted to hit him to the body and have him just drop and fall. He could have just stayed down, but he kept getting back up. He was tired. He was running. You know, I mean, it was obvious that he knew it was done. You know, but like you said, you got to take your head off. He tried. He was hitting him with that damn right hand, that overhand right coming off the ropes. And he was hitting them, blam, blam, blam. And he eat them motherfuckers and walk straight through them, bloom. Ah!
Hey. That shit was wild.
Hey, man, I take my hat off to him, man. He gave it a good old shot, man. And that broken jaw, man, you just hold your head up, bro. You ain't got no reason to hold it down. Because AJ ain't that's the thing about it. He don't punch like an average dude, his height, his size, his build either. This is a professional that know how to hit you and hit you right. And got the power to back it. I mean, man, look at some of them guys he done knocked out, man. Them guys ain't no jokes. And you going in there like that, at his level, I mean, he's still a novice compared to him. And then you go out there and try it like that with no headgear in a real fight, too. Hey, man, shit. He ain't no punk, man. That's for sure. He ain't no damn punk.
Hey, you know what was so funny? Well, it wasn't funny. But the thing was, like, he lost his legs really quick.
Yeah.
He lost his, and that's the thing I be saying with these guys, like, bro, like, when you train, you got to train especially if you plan on moving like the way he was moving, like you got to train them extra rounds because you don't know how your body gonna react to your body accelerating like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it wasn't because he was getting punched on. That man's legs was gone, like either they cramped up or motherfucker.
And he in his 20s. He's in his 20s, and the dogs is going up there barking. And look, I saw this video where Emmanuel Stewart was talking to it was either James Toney or Bernard Hopkins, and they were saying, I think it was James Toney though. They were saying that he would rather spar than do anything, hit the heavy bag, all that other stuff. He said he would rather do that. He would do so many rounds, like 300-400 rounds before a fight or something like that. And that was like his main mode of getting into, boxing shit. Which,
right.
Is okay, but you gotta hit that road work, man. That's what a lot of people were saying about Wilder, but a lot of that was unfair to Wilder because this guy started late, and his body type, and you fighting guys 80 pounds heavier than you, it make a damn difference. Now, here's the thing. He was talking about fighting Wilder in one of these fights before the other announcement came with Usyk, who once again remembered it, because Usyk talked about that one time before and backed the hell out of there when he saw him knock Kalini's ass out. So, but people once again, they got short-term memory. They still think everybody gonna do him Tyson Fury.
Right.
And not understanding that if you look at most of that fight, man, Tyson Fury was doing a lot of rabbit punching. He did an awful lot of rabbit punching in them fights, man. Especially that second fight, it was an awful lot of that. And he knew how to impose his weight and everything, and it was the perfect plan for that. But this guy here, Usyk ain't got the same advantages. He's a lot smaller. He gonna come in about 230 himself, which is a lot closer to Wilder. He's not gonna have to worry about a lot of the things that's partial in that. I mean, this could be a get right fight for Wilder.
Quit.
I'm calling it right now.
Quit.
Calling it right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look, now let me remind you. Who was the one in the ring when AJ hit him to the body, said, "Oh," hit the ground, and the referee saved him? Who was the one that did that?
Hey, listen.
I'm just asking.
This is no disrespect to Deontay Wilder, but bro, you won one fight out of your last 6. It's over.
Let me add this in there as well. I want to add this part in there. You just put it on the weight and weigh it on your scale. Now, one of the things that he's had a reoccurring problem with his whole career is he keep breaking that arm. He keep breaking that hand and breaking that hand and breaking it. Now, he done had a little bit of time to get it to heal a little bit better. I think he got a little shot in there still left. I think he got a little bit left in the chamber, man. I think he could have possibly landed one of them things.
First of all, who does Deontay Wilder go get to train him? He already got rid of Malik Scott.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about this trainer, man. I know I have to say. And I think it say a lot about him because I think at some point you should push all that shit aside and go to a guy that that's got the reputation, that's been there, and got the know-how. He should have been begging Ronnie Shields a long time ago. Hey man, won't you come check me out? Maybe we can work together or something. Tell me what you think. Can we work together? Can't we? I'm trying to do this, man. I don't, hey, something's going on here. I didn't get my last win. I don't know where I went wrong. Maybe can you help? A guy like that, be the perfect one to tell him, look, man, look, this shit right here ain't working. This shit right here ain't gonna get. This right here, this right here, this right here. He needed that. But you gotta submit yourself to what it takes to win. And you can't be in your ego. Especially if you done lost, how you still gonna have an ego to feel like you know the way to do something when you ain't came across them out. and the way the people done talked about you and laughed and made a butt of all the jokes that they did for as long as they have, you're not in there really working as hard as you can or looking for any way you can to turn the table on these people. I just don't know about that, man. I don't know the man personally and everything like that, but I'm just saying, for my mentality, my purpose, man, I set all that shit aside and put it in a pile of dirty laundry and be like, look, man, holler at me. What need to be done here? Let's get it. Whatever you say do, I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna be dedicated to the goal. And if that's possible, But I always felt like this was a better fight for him because the guy's he's not bigger, so much bigger than him. He's not gonna overwhelm him with anything. He'll hit him with the punches and everything, and I don't know, he might get knocked out. It could happen, but shit, I feel like he has a better chance to beat him than any of them other bigger guys because of the style wise and what he possessed, and especially if his hand heals up. Because I always felt like he was hitting some of them guys with some good punches, and it didn't seem like it was effective. And I'm like, that don't seem right. But as I think about it, I was like, well, he had broke that hand a lot, so I don't know if that might play the part in it or not. But I mean, think about it. One nice punch, he knocked him out. He got 3 belts, and his whole scenario changes. I mean, who pray for an opportunity like that? Man, I would, at my gym, I would call Ronnie Shields, shoot, what's his name, man? Oh my goodness, the one that they're testing, Kevin Cunningham. Yeah, I'd be calling. I have all these cats in there, and I'd be like, look, man, I'm talking to y'all like this. I just want to see which one of y'all guys, man, anybody, man, 2 of y'all want to get together. It don't matter, man. Look, this is what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm looking for somebody to help me get. I'm trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all say, that's what's gonna go around here. I ain't worried about none of that. If y'all want me to do the fucking blow up a water balloon and run that motherfucker from this county to that county, I'm running. Whatever it takes. And see what happened, man. Because he need to tap into that. And he do seem to have an issue with, like, certain people can tell him things that other people can't, that he'll take more to than others. But what we suggesting is it shouldn't be a buffer between that, because all these guys has proven to have done it before. These guys have been there, been at that level, and they still at that level longer than your ass been alive. So why wouldn't you put your trust in these guys and say, hey, man, you guys put me on, man? I mean, what it is? I mean, I done tried this. Shit, I ain't getting it right. These motherfuckers still laughing at me. I can't have it. I know you a prideful man. Pick yourself up, man, and go out there and do what you got to do. That's the thing of it, man. And this is a opportunity that you got to even. I take my hat off to Usyk for even doing that, because he didn't have to do it. But at the same time, Wilder deserved that because of what he did for Fury. So it's only natural that it come back to him. But take advantage of the action when it come back to you. Because now you got that triangle theory. You had Tyson Fury lost to Usyk, AJ lost to Fury, Dubois lost to. I mean, everybody's losing to him. Now you come through here, the next guy, if he cleans you up, then hey, man, he solidified himself as the best heavyweight in the era easily. Probably any win or lose anyway, but still. But if you got a chance, and if you win that one, you raise your stock back up now. Now people gonna look at them wins over you a little different now. Because now they act like he don't know how to throw a jab. He can't stand. He can't walk and chew bubble gum. They talk about him like he's just the worst thing ever assembled. Oh man, PGH, what's up, PGH, big dog? Man, the Steelers, man, they still got a shot. My boy's out of there. I'm looking at next year, bro. I ain't even worrying about it this year, man. They need to go, even if they tank. I'm looking for next year. I ain't even worried about it. They ain't hurt my feelings no more, man. I'm immune to the Dallas Cowboys. Let me let you know, it ain't hurt my feelings. Yeah, man. But I like to see. I think it'll be a great story. And even for future fighters, that because fighters is always looking for hope. Guys that done went through adversity, done been beat, been shook down, the world done threw them in the trash, say they ain't nothing no more, they can't do it. Like an Adrian Broner, Adrian Broner has some crazy stuff going on right now, but one little thing can get them back going again, you know. And
Right.
you know, it'd be great to see it happen for somebody, so that it would encourage it down the line to other people. You never know how that's going to come back in boxing in the future. So uh, I think he deserves a shot like that. He deserves to take full advantage of it, and I think he can land a punch that can silence it. You know, because it ain't like Usyk ain't been rocked, ain't been hurt, ain't been none of that. Because I still think Du Bois beat him the first fight when he hit him to that damn body, and that motherfucker said, "Ugh!" I'll never forget it. I said, "Damn!" Referee talking about low blow my ass. That man was ready to quit.
Hey, hey, you're right. Oh, but see that's what betters my point even more, though, man. Because we know Wilder is not a body puncher.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
He's
but if
not a body.
he
He's not.
plays
He's
that
not a.
motherfucker.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, there's no disrespect, but
You just don't feel like it'll come together. I mean, it's fair to say so. I can't say it ain't.
it ain't came together in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that's just like me saying, like, damn, like, bro, this shit it ain't worked in the last 6 years. Nothing.
Yeah.
Only person you beat in the last 6 years,
Helenius.
5-6 fights was Helenius, your sparring partner.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, bro, how can I trick my mind
Mm-hmm.
to say you can beat Usyk? And this guy has been active and has beat everybody up from a fucking cruiserweight
Yeah,
and heavyweight, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, hey,
But
listen,
just look at it.
because I know this. I know
Yeah,
this. I know that. PJ Big Dog say sad to say, but Wilder is one. Hey, bro, yeah, you right, bro.
it do. It look terrible, man. It looks
But
terrible.
hey, listen to this, bro. God damn. If all Usyk got to do is take Wilder into the third round, fourth round, we seen his last fights, bro. By the time the third, fourth round, him punching, he's back to the old Wilder.
Doing all that old reference shit. Yeah, yeah. It's true, man. But I'm believing in the picture that it could happen. It could be a Rocky inspired event. If just imagine if he went in there and he just catch him and he imagined to drop him long enough to get the 10 count. I mean,
Hey,
that's a Rocky moment.
hey. Listen to this. That's like when salute PJ Big Dog. Salute. Hey, that's like when people thought that Mike Tyson was gonna beat Jake Paul, bro. How?
Yeah.
Mike hadn't won a professional fight his last 6-7 fights, and that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, man, come on, man. We got if at some point we gotta stop going with our heart, man. and going with our mind. Like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and with this Wilder situation, I've got to say that's my man's, bro. But I don't even want to see him do it. I don't even want to see you do it.
Yeah.
Stay home. Stay do what you've been doing, bro. You made a lot of money. You don't owe nobody shit.
No, he don't. He don't. But it's just the thing about it. He don't. He lost a lot of respect over that. And I think just that's the only thing that I can see that would drag you back in to make you want to go in there and really, because you don't really. Well, now I say you do have something to prove because that would be a thing. Everybody say you can't do nothing, but if you was to go in there and do that and shock the world, people can't shit on you so much no more. They had to say, damn, man, but he did that, then they got to look at boxing as a whole and look all the way around. And even if, even if he was to pull it out and lose the rematch, at least he did something. because I think a lot of stuff he didn't give credit for in that second and that third fight with Tyson Fury, man. He didn't get none of his credit for that fourth round. That fourth round, man, Tyson Fury was ready to quit. And then look at this. Look who he had training him. He had Kronk Jim backing him, and then you got somebody over there about right hand. Oh yeah. Do this, do it. Man, come on. You was running drills, and it wasn't the same. I seen Sugar Hill look at Tyson Fury and say, "Look, you gotta and talk to him with disrespect and fire his ass up." And then he came back to win the fight. But at that time, he had a look in his eyes, and when he got dropped that second time in that fucking fourth round against Wilder in the third fight, he said, you could see it, like, God, because he hit him with that fucking one, man, and you seen all the fat jiggle from the top of his fucking head all the way down the back of his ass. Just a woo, and he's laying on his back like shit. And then the referee coming in with this old man count. Why? Yeah, man. They did that shit. They even robbed him of the first fight, man. That's how damn bad that was. Good trilogy, but they robbed it because the first one really belonged to Wilder. But they, it is what it is, man. We can argue that thing forever. But he got a chance for one piece of redemption if he could pull that off. So he got something to go in the gym and really, road work. Goddamn it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, road work. Tuesday, Thursday, at the pool, swimming laps. You working on all kind of cardio. I don't want to see his big ass standing in there going, looking like, like fucking what was that on Mike Tyson Punch Out? One of them damn guys, when they start doing like that, you can knock him out. All of a sudden he start going. I don't want to see this shit no more, man.
Shit.
I don't want to see that shit. Look like Sandman.
Ah, shit.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. Hey.
Sandman had it with that that little hand rope.
So listen, we got June 30. January 31st. Oh fuck it! I forgot we got Nishan fighting tonight though, don't we?
Yeah, Nishan did fight. Yeah, he fighting. Shit, matter of fact, they might be fighting now because they fighting in Ghana.
Hold on, I'm looking it up now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that card started at 2:00.
Yeah, it did, sir. Cause I hit Coach up and I was telling him, man, after that fight, man, he should come through here with us, man, and chop it up with us with him and Nishan.
Oh shit, he done already fought. He done already fought.
All right, we'll pull it up, check him out, man. Yeah, cause he coming along pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your thoughts on Jermaine Ortiz and the Richard Hitchison fight?
I like it though. I think
word was that they asked Keyshawn to take the fight, and I think Keyshawn said he wanted $750, but Richard Hitchison wound up taking it for like $550. So now we got Richard. Now we got Richard Hitchison, Jermaine Ortiz, and they just added Bruce Carrington, Shoo.
Okay.
He's fighting for a title.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, man, that's definitely another up and coming, man. It's a lot of nice little fighters out there, man. It is amazing. Yeah, but Hitchison need a little tune up though. He mentally something off with him, so he need a little tune up.
Huh?
Yeah, he need a little tune up. He do.
Well, hold on. Explain to me what's wrong with Hitchison, bro.
He got a nice jab. But his problem is mentally. He don't know. He talk a lot of shit about Devin Haney, but he don't want to talk. He don't. T.O. be in the ring, all of a sudden he smiling and happy, and we under the same promotion, and he supposed to get the smoke too, you know. But this is what I'm saying earlier about how T.O. was talking about Shakur. If he get to 140, he got friends. There ain't no friends in boxing, but your ass ain't fighting Hutchinson for a unification at 140. I mean, how can you be a bigger hypocrite to say it out your mouth right at the same time that you're not doing what you're accusing this man of doing? Who ain't got the title? He could have fought anybody he wanted to fight.
So you believe that Hutchinson won't take that fight?
No, T.O. I don't think Hutchinson did. I mean, would either, because he was, when they interviewed him that time after his last fight, he jumped up there and fuck the Haneys and Haney. Okay. But then when T.O. came out there, all you saw was teeth. He got his arm around him. Ain't that right, T.O.? T.O. Like, huh?
Okay, but to Hutchinson's, to his defense, Haney at 147. Now I could have seen if you would have said Hutchinson was ducking smoke with Antoine Russell.
He ducking it with T.O. They both champions at 140.
Gary Antoine Russell is too.
I know, but they got the same people. They got the same. It's easy to make that fight. The people that he paid to handle his business is the same people he paid to handle his business. All that person got to do is talk to himself and make their.
No, because T.O. with Top Rank and Hutchinson is with.
They got the same manager.
Matchbox.
They got the same manager. They had it right at the end of the fight. They was talking about that, and they was talking about, well, he got other things, and he ain't had no fight. He hadn't made that Shakur fight. He was still trying to figure out what he was going to do, because he just had turned down $11 million to fight Devin. Why would you do that? I wouldn't turn it down. Shit, I like Dev, but I beat the shit out of Dev for $11 million. Sorry, Dev, but that $11 million, man, I'm going for it.
This guy, wow. This guy, wow.
I'm old enough to talk trash. Yeah, I ain't got to do none of
it.
Yeah. No, but he could have took that fight. He turned it down again. I don't know how many times he ducking Dev, man. And everybody just keeps piling on Dev about that Brian Garcia thing. That burned me up. I don't like to see that, because right is right, wrong is wrong, and people should stand for the right. You know, if that was a straight up fight and he lost like that, I understand, and that's what's gonna happen. You gotta take that with the grain of sand, but that's not the way it went.
Right.
Not the way it went at all, and they never had any intention of making the weight. All right, we got city by the bay. Salute to you now. Appreciate you stopping by. Says it's Caballero the best under the radar heavyweight right now. He in the conversation. Definitely in the conversation. Definitely in the conversation. We will be finding out here shortly, though. I think these things are starting to come together. Where we're gonna start seeing where we can place these guys in the rankings. You know, a lot of good fights, man. And that's the beauty of it, man. And everybody's having their opinion about Bud and Bud retiring, which I kind of get it, but I think he's doing it really to bait them into giving his money that he asking for. And I don't see a problem in it, because my thing is like this: if you Canelo, and I heard that Canelo had said something today about it, right? So I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm going to say something now because he said that. To me, if you want that rematch, then you take the small money and let him get the big money. If you want the rematch, right? You believe you can beat him, and it's about beating him and not just about the money, because they've been giving you money for the longest, and you ain't been worthy of that money. They just been giving you a large amount every time you fight somebody. You was getting $35 million to fight bums every month. There was no way that they was making their money back. It wasn't happening. You know, the zone almost went out bankrupt doing that, but they did that for him. And too many times in the sport of boxing, they do that to certain fighters. But Canelo, more than anybody, I can't name anybody in boxing history who was caked up more on all his fight purses. I mean, everybody else had to go through so much to get their money. He didn't have to do it. You know, that's the one thing that Oscar somehow got worked out for him. He did that. So, you know, hey.
Yeah, he did.
City by the Bay says Teofimo being a 2+250 underdog is wild to me. That's a close fight in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Shit, I think it's going to be a good fight. I do think it's going to be a good fight. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
He said, hold on. He say what? T.O.
always step up
steps up
as an underdog. There's some people that feel that way. I'm mad as hell with T.O., so I can't choose T.O. I'll be honest with you. But it's gonna be a good fight. I do expect that.
I understand what City by the Bay saying that the T.O. do step up. But this is one thing though. I've seen too many weaknesses in T.O. that me personally, I can't say I know that he's repaired these mistakes or whatever. Like, one thing for certain, Shakur is a boxer. I've seen T.O. have problems cutting the ring off. I've seen T.O. have problems with guys who move. So if a guy's gonna box and move, I've seen T.O. get frustrated, and then he's not the same T.O. He's not the T.O. that City by the Bay's talking about.
Yeah.
But I've seen T.O. sit up here and fight European people who stood in front of him, or Mexicans or whatever, who stood in front of him.
Richie Comey. And then he put the lights out on it.
who he stood in front of, and them guys he was quicker than. So he had more of an advantage. Don't get me wrong, T.O. he athletic than a motherfucker. But he's fighting a guy who's probably more athletic than him this round. We know his boxing IQ is more. I believe Shakur got the better boxing IQ. He got the better boxing reflexes. And then when I sit up here and weigh all this up, City by the Bay, I go to the coaching. We got Coach Ronald Sims and Shakur's grandfather, Mosley. And then you got T.O.'s father. To me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, he definitely has an edge there. The City by the Bay says, what weakness do you guys see in Shakur? Well, I know Shakur got weak hands. He got weak hands, and then sometimes, like what he did with De Los Santos, you know, he likes to operate in space. And in that fight, I think he sought space too much, that people really gave him a running reputation. Because in that fight right there, the way that De Los Santos fight, which is a damn good fighter too, the space was going to be important to what he wanted to do with him. Because if he allowed him inside, then that would give De Los Santos the advantage on him. And he don't want to get him in. He don't want to let him inside, because that's where he wanted to go to work. He wanted to work him out from a distance. So he wanted to keep the distance there, so he could, and that right there, can be a weakness if you can't maintain, because you want to be comfortable. You want to have a distance that makes you comfortable to operate. And if you can't maintain it easily, then you can run into some problems. You might run into a hook, you might an uppercut or something catching you from some wild angle while you're trying to, set yourself up, So that's one thing I see,
I'm gonna tell you one of the weaknesses I peep in Shakur. and we seen it in his last fight with Zepeda. Shakur don't like to be pressured. He like to fight at his own pace, and he really makes his fight. He makes the fight his pace. He makes his opponent fight at his pace. If you pressure Shakur, I believe that's maybe when you pressure him, that allows him, that makes him engage more. And when you pressure him, he's not moving. So now he's standing in the pocket and he's engaged. And we seen with Zepeda, which was a great fight. He had a great fight. Don't get me wrong. But that was the most we ever seen Shakur get hit either. So I believe, so if I was to say what would be one of Shakur's weaknesses, his weaknesses might be you have to pressure him and make Shakur fight your fight, then you fight in Shakur's fight. Because if you get to fight Shakur's fight, if you're a boxer, you might get bored yourself. But at the end of the day, all he wants is his hand raised. And he gonna do it by any means necessary. So he say, do you think T.O. can hurt Shakur?
If he hit him with something, he got a possibility. He does got good power, so it depends on where he hit him, how he hit him, and when he hits him. If he can get in that space and he can land an uppercut, a nice hook, or something that's catching him while he's thinking about space, and then get caught. I mean, anybody get caught in transition. You know, you can be hurt. You know,
anybody can get hurt. My thing is, I don't think Shakur is going. I think he's gonna put a boxing clinic on, bro.
Yeah, he has to.
I believe we're gonna put a boxing clinic on. And when I say that, I ain't saying that T.O. won't win no rounds and no shit like that. I believe that in this particular fight, Shakur is gonna cross every dot. He's gonna dot every dot and cross every T. Meaning we gonna see all mechanics. Like hands gonna be up, phone gonna be on the hook. You feel me? I believe we gonna see to where we gonna be like, man, you know what? That man, hey, Shakur Kane, goddamn it, he was on point. I believe this is one of the fights we gonna see where motherfuckers sit up there and say, well, Shakur really ain't showed us nothing. Well, I believe in this one, he gonna dig in that bag, and it's gonna a motherfucker gonna be like, well, damn, bro, he put a clinic on. He covered everything. It wasn't no weaknesses. You feel me?
Yeah, he gonna have to, because T.O. does have a skill set that'll force you. You're gonna be in some exchanges where you're gonna have to get gritty. You're gonna have to plant them feet and let it rock. You know, and like you say, and that's the beauty of it. Just like we was talking a little earlier about Triple G and the whole thing. That's why I want to see these fights. You know, and it's the same for Jamal Charlo and them guys. They gotta fight these guys. That's the only way that, you know, the pieces all come together for us boxing fans. Because, you know, if you say you love boxing, you'll come in loving the topical things. But as the years go along, you get deeper into it, and you get more interested in why this and why that and this and that, you know. And then that's, you know, you'll learn much more. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Shakur can hurt T.O. Yes.
Hey, listen. especially Shakur go to that body, bro.
Yeah. Well,
if Shakur get inside and get the T.O. body, bro, we got a different fight. It's a different fight. It's a different fight, City by the Bay.
Yeah, and the thing is, man, you know, we been in the gym and we seen Shakur hit some of these cats, man, and it ain't a TV. You might see and perceive it to be one way, but when you're right there and you hit, it's to be respected. I'll say that. We ain't gonna say he gonna go out here and one punch knock out everybody, but if he hit you, you know you hit. You know, Zepeda didn't lose that fight because he wasn't trying. You know, right. He was putting marks on his ass, and then he had to respect it. And that respect is what was just enough to give him the space in the operation time to do what he wanted to do, and then it was a cycle. He was stuck in it the whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool, man. But I see you digging that fight, man. What other fights you digging in that City by the Bay, man? What else you got coming up? You looking forward to, man? That's gonna be in New York too, isn't it? That's gonna be the Barclays.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Oh, Madison Square Garden. Okay. I don't know. That's January 31st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to see, man. Might have to make that trip, man. Might have to go on down there and see. Who else on the card? Did they announce anything yet?
Now I know, like I said, Jermaine Ortiz and Richard Henderson, Shoo, he fighting for the WBC title.
That's a nice little card there.
I know. His little cousin, Shakur little cousin, he'd be fighting on that card.
Oh, Saquon. No, not
Saquon. Yeah.
Yeah.
On that card too.
Okay, yeah, man. So that's a real local type thing, man. All them guys from Jersey, New York.
City by the Bay, we talk boxing. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He said,
I like boxing knowledge. I sub. Appreciate you there, City by the Bay, man. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
He said, if you like women's with Shields versus Cruz, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. You hit on it, man. Yes, sir.
The rematch.
I'll tell you what, Clarissa, she better not take no shorts.
Hey, listen. Cause bro, listen. Over this time, Franchon has gotten better. She has gotten better. She's got better. And I know Clarissa won the first time they fought. I think it was both their pro debut, I believe.
It was Franchon's debut.
And Clarissa had like 2 fights maybe or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So then they known each other for such a long time and they spar all the time. So they know each other real well, man. Hey. And plus Franchon got to win over a man. You remember when she fought that Jimenez? And they didn't want to give her belts back?
Yeah. You're right.
Man,
you're right.
I don't know, man. That's a scary fight right there, man. And people talking about Layla Ali. Man, Layla Ali, come on now. I don't like the way she using her to get herself some clout. And people starting to talk about her simply because of Clarissa Shields. Wasn't nobody talking about her before that Clarissa thing popped off. But she, she the king daughter. We understand, but you should be beefing with a fighter like that. You should be taking the high road and keeping it going. And, but that's gonna be a good ass fight.
That's gonna be a good one, a great one.
Yeah.
Who on that? Let me see. I ain't seen who on that card.
And that's when's that? They fighting in February though, right? Is that gonna be with man, that's not gonna be with the Ryan Garcia and it's not on the same card, is it?
No, hold on. No.
February 22nd. Okay. City by the Bay say February 22nd.
Yep, February 22nd in Detroit, Michigan.
Ooh. Man, that's gonna be a big deal in Detroit.
Yeah, they ain't even put that undercard together yet.
Okay. I still feel like Clarissa should have signed with MVP though. I really think she should have did that.
That would have been good for her and Jake.
Yeah. She really, because the guys she got now, that's okay, but they can't take her nowhere. She is the one person that makes them even relevant. If she leave, who they got? They no longer have Boots, But she would have had she would have a operational company that's actually big enough to really, hold her exposure. She has a greater exposure with that because they got Netflix and everybody all over the world can see you. I don't understand why you wouldn't jump on that.
Well, at the time, Netflix shit hadn't came in effect for Jake. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta believe in people, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, man. But he says he think Lauren Price is the other best female boxer right now other than Shields is Lauren Price from UK. Who was Lauren Price? I'm trying to see if I gotta check the dome on this one. But we definitely gonna look her up now. You put the name out there, brother. That's what we like, man, because we love that boxing too, man. So that's the deal. from the UK. Lauren, oh wait a minute. Didn't she fought Katie Taylor before, right?
Hold on. What did he say her name was?
Lauren Price. I think she fought Katie Taylor before. It was a damn good fight. If this is the one that I'm thinking of.
He said Lauren Rice.
Price with a P.
Oh, it's Price. I'm about to say that.
She fought Natasha Jonas. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, that's another one to look up and put on the spectrum there for sure. Yeah, man. So that's some good ones coming up, man. I like that, man. Boxing looking pretty good. Pretty good.
I wasn't even hip to her.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. When he said it kind of sounded familiar, but I can't place the names and faces all the time.
I'm trying to think. How did I see her fight? She fought
She
Natasha Jones. Hold on 3-7. Who was on that card? Let me see. That was a UK card.
Yeah, but that women's boxing is definitely is cranking up, man. And
a
lot
you
of
know
that.
What? I might have did see that fight because Caroline DeBolt, she fought on that card too, and I did see that fight between her Bomai Rasheen.
But see that's the thing with women's boxing. Though you'll see a woman one time, you might not see her for a long time, so it's hard to follow. But when like we said, if Clarissa had went with MVP and on Netflix, it's hard not to follow. You see, it make it easier, So that's why I thought that was a hard thing. Price hasn't lost a round as a pro. Damn, said she ain't lost a round as a pro. It's a hell of a thing to say. It's a hell of a thing. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
She got 9 fights with 64 rounds.
Damn.
She the IB. Oh, hold on. She the IBF, IBO, and the WBC World Welterweight. Huh?
Oh snap. Okay. Well.
She should be talking about fighting.
Yeah, Baumgartner.
Yeah, I think Baumgartner fight at 30, don't she?
Yeah, but hey, if they at some point you got to eat some cheeseburgers to come up a little bit because you're gonna clear out where you at. So Michaela Mayer and Price versus Price. Okay, is the fight to make. Okay, now see the Michaela Mayer. Now didn't she fight Alyssa Baumgartner? Man, got to give her a nickname. I can't say all that. Yeah, that's what's up, man. See, that's good though. I'm glad for that, and I hope that keeps going. That's the one thing I hated about the PBC, man. I was like, why they never had no women boxing, man? They never had nothing, you know.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't know what the PBC doing, man. They kind of.
I think me personally, I think it might be kind of coming to an end. The show coming to an end.
So
Get the last of the motherfucking cash cows. Get them some fights. Make them the money they need to make.
they
Let
better do
Tank
it. They better do it before Dana White and them change that damn Ali Act.
let Tank fight who he gonna fight.
Tank better fight some of these guys, man. See, Tank. I got Tank sitting in the room with Triple G. They good fighters, but you got some work to do. And it's the same thing I said about Canelo. You know, I said Canelo done did all this, but I need to see him fight this guy, and this guy. And he getting to him. So I can't no, I gotta take him out that room because he done that. So respect to him. But
listen to this though. Listen to this. Is a lot of it Tank's fault? Because
I think so.
Now hold on. Listen to this because PBC and Floyd and them put the machine behind Tank.
Yeah.
And they pushed the narrative of the machine, and they pushed the machine, and they got the results they got. Do you get the same results from Tank and make him a name that he is now without the blueprint that they set for him? And when I say the blueprint they set for him, yeah, they pick and chose some of his fight. They pick and chose his fight. But one thing for sure, PBC was making sure they was keeping that money in-house.
Yeah, but I think
but at the same time, they also protected Tank because they put him in fights that he should win. Even if he did go up in weight, or even if he pulled a guy up in weight, he still and he produced for them fights. So we seen what we wanted to see. Boxing got to see knockouts that they wanted to see knockouts, and we it's been a while since we seen knockout from a little guy like that. Devastating knockouts.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he literally retired Leah Santa Cruz.
Man, that was woo. Man, that was
he literally retired Leah Santa Cruz. Mario Barros, he went up to fight Mario Barros at 140. Mario Barros didn't fight for 2 years.
That's true.
Frank Martin did not fight for damn near 2 years.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold on. Give me 2 minutes right quick.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Who's a boxer y'all really like people sleeping on? Somebody that they sleeping on. I gotta think about that one, man. I talk boxing with so many different people, so slipping on. I'm gonna think. I don't know. I gotta come back to that one. I'm sad we missed out on Tank versus Loma. Yeah, and see that like okay, to that sense, City by the Bay, in that situation when Floyd had kind of threatened him to fight with Loma years ago, Tank really wasn't ready for that fight. He wasn't ready for that fight mentally for that fight. And yeah, we never got a chance to see it. But I think I think Loma would have. It would have been a good fight. It would have been a good fight. But I think I still got Tank winning. I'm still trying to think of somebody you say that slept on, boxer that slept on, boxer that slept on. He said I'm a huge Loma fan, but I think Tank would have knocked him out. Yeah, I agree. I believe Tank would have knocked him out. Loma coming in angles, I believe Loma might have ran into something. Sort of like how Rolly ran into that motherfucking punch, I believe. In that situation. City by the Bay said, name somebody that you feel people sleeping on.
People sleeping on.
In boxing, I'm like,
man, I think they sleeping on Kermel Moton. What they doing with him? I don't understand it.
Okay, here I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna tell you one who I believe slept on, and I don't believe people. Even though he just won a title, I still believe he slept on. Abdullah Mason. I believe he still slept on. Even though he won that title, he got a title at 135. I believe he still slept on. I believe. And see, this was gonna be crazy.
Yeah, now, that's a juicy question.
Shakur vacate the WBC title at 35. Floyd Sheffield and they already priced their way out. They told me they want $10 million to fight Abdullah Mason.
Man.
And my reason to that is because they are in line for the WBA title. They hoping Tank don't fight and vacates, and then next thing you know, Kid Austin is a WBC super champion instead of interim champion.
Yeah, and look at how they doing it. I still can't get over them in the hospital with the.
See, you say, yeah. He said you're right. There's no hyper buzz around Mason. Now I believe this. Mason got that title. Mm-hmm. I believe. Me personally, I believe Top Rank. They're gonna do something special for him. I believe they're gonna do something special. I mean, they did it with Shakur. They did it with Keyshawn, and I mean, why not? He's one of your next biggest prospects. You feel me? Why not let Abdullah Mason have a homecoming fight in Cleveland?
Exactly.
Top Rank come to Cleveland, put a show on for Cleveland. He got little brothers. They fight too. They fight pro too. Let them fight on the undercards. You feel me? And bring boxing to Cleveland, Ohio, and let the people see who he really is. I believe that'll be nice. I think that'll be nice.
Yeah, that would be. I think that's coming because they had mentioned something about that. You know. Yeah, I think that is a guy. Another guy that's a real good question. That's a real good one, man. And they're out there, but the guys are people that people sleeping on.
We got fights.
Yeah, I would have on the zone now.
No, yeah, we got some fights on tonight too. Tony Harrison fight tonight. That's crazy.
What? Tony Harrison?
Yeah, Tony Harrison fighting Brian Chavez.
What?
Yep. In Detroit on the zone. They got the City by the Bay was talking about women boxing. They got the Olivia Curry 2, her versus Kaya Scott for the rematch, fight of the year rematch. He fighting on that. He fighting on that card.
Dang, man, I didn't even know he's still trying to fight, man.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I can't believe he's still trying to fight. He should have went on and started training, man, and made that conversion, because I don't think it's there for him no more. Just don't think it's there for him no more. Yeah, but I have to also say, like you were saying, City by the Bay, people slept in on. They slept on old Shacky Foster. I think was one of those guys too. A lot of people thought that he wasn't going to beat. Uh, uh, um, shoot, old boy from Philly, but he did. He actually did a lot better than I thought. Who is someone right now who y'all think is really overrated? Overrated. Okay, let's see. Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is overrated in my opinion. Ryan Garcia. Uh, I think Tank Davis is overrated. I think he's a good fighter, but to me, just being good is part of it. But it's like I got to see you up against the top competition, man. It's a lot of guys that he should have fought by now. He didn't fight. He ran from Lomachenko. Lomachenko talked so bad about him for so many years. It was crazy. He would not fight him for nothing. Wait till he gets older and ready to retire. Then he says, "Okay, let's fight now." Which is kind of crazy to me, because that should have been happening. He should have fought Gary Russell Jr. He didn't fight him. He was talking trash to Devin Haney. Never fought him. And I take points off of that.
Hey, City by the Bay. He said he think Haney overrated.
Wait a minute, City on the Bay.
Hold on,
on, City on the Bay.
How you from the Bay saying that, bro?
Yeah, man, you gotta explain yourself, my brother. You got to explain. Make me understand.
Hey, hold on, man. City by the Bay, man. You might have to come up on stage for this one, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can type fast enough for you to explain this one. You say Haney overrated. You say, oh, you're a Loma guy. Okay, I understand. Okay, I understand that, but bro, how can you sit up and say Haney overrated, bro, when this guy was literally undisputed at 35, and Devin Haney has one of the baddest resumes in boxing, bro. He got one of the coldest resumes in boxing, especially to be a guy who's under 30.
Oh, he's a Loma guy. Yeah, I mean, that's really outside of boxing. I understand. I feel that way about T.O., but even though I feel that way about T.O., I still acknowledge the guy's a good fighter, and he ain't just somebody to walk over. But I can't root for him, and I guess you feel that same way about Haney. So I totally understand that. But and I do, and you say you love Bill Haney, and I do as well. I like that father-son relationship, and the way that he's come into boxing, the way that he has, and sheltered his son, and kept all of the guys that take advantage of fighters away from him. And he managed to maintain control and direction, and even trains his son. I think that nobody really gives that guy the credit he deserves for that, man. That is a huge monstrosity of an undertaking, and he's really done it well. And I just don't know why people don't like the guy. I can't see it. I think anybody would like to have a father that supported them that way and was there with them. You never see one without the other. And that's just amazing, man. And I take my hat off to him for it, man, because that would be any son's dream and any father's dream, for that, and that is great, man. But You know, and I think that Loma Haney fight was a good fight, and I think that it probably should have happened a little earlier. But I also have to say is, and I hold this against Loma though, because I felt like Loma did that with the T.O. fight and the Haney fight. The first 6 rounds, he was not really going for it, and I think that cost him both fights more than anything. And I think that's why at the end of that fight, you know, he had them tears because he let himself down, in my opinion. You know, because he should have went harder from the beginning. You know, yeah. And I think when you trace it back, if you look at the first half of those fights, that's the reason why you lost. You know
Right.
when he came on for them couple rounds, he looked good. It was you like okay, well hey, but you gave so much away, you had to knock the guy out, and if you didn't knock him out, you put yourself in a hole where you had to knock the guy out. And when it didn't happen, it just no way I could pick him to win. And just like and he did the same thing with T.O. because when he fought T.O., he didn't. But when he went after T.O., he really showed that there was a level of him over T.O. And then the 12th round, I don't know if he got gassed or what, but he gave the 12th round back, and that pretty much swung the fight. But the Haney fight I thought was different. He started out that way, really lackadaisical, but it could also been Haney's body work because he really did pay a lot of attention and did a lot of body work, and it was good. He did some damage to him, man. Wasn't an easy fight, man. But but Loma, man, I don't dislike Loma. Loma's a damn good fighter, but I thought that over everything, that was what really cost him the fight was those first 6 rounds of each of those fights. And if he had fought them differently, hey, man, I can't say that he wouldn't have won or not, because he does a lot of good stuff, man. But I think that was really what cost him in that fight. And there's a lot of people who've been saying lately that they thought that he was robbed, but I was like, man, I understand you. You like a guy, I like Earl Spence, man. That shit hurt like hell when Bud beat him, man. I, I got, I gotta eat it, man. I gotta eat it. I gotta be able to say, but just like I was telling Basement, last show, man. I figured out what he did, what he does, and how he won those fights, though, because he worked advantages that people didn't think. See, he got them really long arms. For one. 2, he was a bigger guy than most people thought he was. He wasn't this small, Pequeno little guy that they thought he was either, because the guy's strong as hell, right? He was able to surprise with that because there's a lot of times he pushed Earl back. He was really, Canelo have a time with him. So he stays at an off angle on you, and he stays and he works from there. And while you're sitting there, you're having to reach because your arms aren't as long as his. You're automatically in his range, but he's not in yours. And the more you step in to try to make happen, he's just countering off of you. And every time it's combinations, and he's looking good. And it's just like, man, they keep walking into it. And that's what he kind of did, Say, would I like Spence to fight if he returns? Yeah, man. That's a hell of a way to go out, man. I got to go out better than that. I'm sorry. I can't take it, man. I got to find somebody to beat up. But he has a short window, man. His body been through so much that it might just be best for him to stay out. But I like to see him come back. I think he could come back and do a little something. But I think that any grand of going out there, like he said, he don't want no tune-ups and stuff like that. You're gonna have to have a tune-up, man. It's been too many years. You can't just jump out there too, unless you're gonna fight somebody like Manny Pacquiao, maybe. That might make sense, but I don't know who I would want to see him fight right now. Because for one thing, I thought at 47 he probably rate drained himself was part of the reason as well. It didn't hurt that he was that way because he was at 47 for so long, And if that be the case, how much weight does he need to put on to be at his natural weight, to where he should be fighting that's more healthy for him? Yeah, he said City by the Bay says Spence versus Virgil Ortiz, AT&T Stadium. Yeah, that's a big fight, man. That's a big fight. I don't know if it'll happen. Because right now it looks like Virgil Ortiz and Boots is going to go at it. Then Boots would have to beat him. I don't know. I'm not sure how that fight's going to go either with Boots and Virgil Ortiz. So I don't know. I know Virgil always wanted that fight. It might just happen. It might just happen, but I think it would have to happen at I think they would have to fight at like 160 or something like that, in my opinion. Boots or Virgil? I like Boots style. I like Virgil's durability and the way he fights and his attributes that he possesses. And I think it's going to be a good fight, no matter what, between the two guys. But as far as the winner goes, I don't know, because both of these guys are this is their first big rumble that they ever been to. So to edge it one way or another, I don't know. Maybe Virgil, because Virgil been out there longer, but Boots hasn't really took on the guys that he should have. I was surprised to hear that he wanted to fight Haney, but he wanted to fight Haney at a higher weight than 47, and he just coming to 47. I don't understand why that was the case. And you was a champ at 47. Why you would do that, And then since that didn't fall out, then he goes to 54. And then he goes to 54 and says he needs a tune-up. And, for the Virgil one, I don't know, because I'm not seeing the confidence from them to make me feel like, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm just going to go ahead and fight Virgil. It's like he felt like I had to do this before fighting Virgil. So that made me feel like, well, you're telling me you're not quite ready for that. So I don't know how to really take it. But I do know they fight. I'm watching. Definitely watching. And at the end of that fight, we'll know much more about where these two guys are. Because this is both of their really big major tests that really puts them up there in on the evaluation block, really. Then we will know. And a lot of people are saying that Boots is the face of American boxing. I don't know if I agree with that just quite yet, because I don't, you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. But if you don't, I don't know, then who is? It's a lot of contenders, man. If Bud is out, and who knows? Yeah, man. Well, we'll see. It's a good fight. It seems like they this is the first time that they really seem like they're serious about it. I know so the guy named Coach Malachi was saying that he felt like Virgil's side didn't want this fight. I don't know what he said, but the word is out there. How true, I can't say. But when you hear certain things, you don't know. That's what I'm saying. How you can't really, feel like you gotta grasp 100% of where these guys are. Guys will say one thing 1 minute, and they say, "Well, okay, sign the contract," and nah. But you can't do that for so long. So if this goes down now, it's the perfect time for it. It's I always thought it was admirable how Boots sat back and let Spence and Bud do their thing and figure their situation out. And it was time for him to take over and everything. He should have really went for undisputed at 47 before he made that move up. But he did it, man. I guess he got to the point where he couldn't maintain the weight anymore. And Virgil damn near died trying to stay at 47. So we don't know if 54 is really healthy for him. Is Virgil still weight draining himself at 54? Maybe he's supposed to be at 160. Who knows? Maybe Boots is supposed to be at 162. Maybe this fight's supposed to happen at 160. Who knows? But it's a lot of bread to be made, man. So we'll see what happens. Definitely see what happens, man. Yes, indeed. Let's see. What else we got out here to talk about, man? We ain't talked about in a minute. Yeah, we got Nishan Dev fighting in Ghana. That fight has already happened. Fights. Let me see. What fight I want to see that ain't being discussed yet, but I like to see is What's his name again, man? I tell you, man, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Trying to think of a fight that I want to see that ain't being talked about yet. Oh, that's heavyweights. No. Damn,
I know what?
that happened.
I love to see Mr. Gary Russell and Tank.
Man, I, that's exactly. And see, that's why when we was talking a little earlier about the Jake Paul and him fight, and I was like, man, I don't think he would have won that fight because his plan was to have that fight, cash out, and just dip out of boxing. And he was driven that way because he didn't beat Lamont Roach, in my opinion, and he didn't fight Gary Russell Jr., who he should have fought years ago. And he ain't fight him. He ain't fight Devin Haney. But how you gonna talk about people and not fight them? You know, duck them and dodge them and say, I'm not gonna give you a payday. I'm not gonna give you a payday. Yeah. Man, that's not no fighter to me, man. I don't care if the janitor's popping shit. The janitor need to be knocked the fuck out. He need to know the pecking order around this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I agree, bro.
I mean, I don't understand it, man. And that's why I really took my foot off the gas with Tank, man. I'm disappointed like hell. You know, you from Baltimore, man. They don't roll like that in Baltimore. How do they tolerate that? You know, in Baltimore, them cats ain't no joke like that. You step on somebody's toe over there, you got a problem. This dude here, he moving like I ain't something I ain't never seen before. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with him? Man, get him out the way. And then that's why takes me back to Carmel Moe. What the hell is going on? I don't understand it.
Man, them guys got similar problems. Bad promotion.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather. You got to get the hell away from him. I don't know what the hell Floyd doing. He wasting that young man time. This dude is a talent. I don't understand it at all, man. I can't figure it.
Just think. He had Hitchison left, Tank left, damn, the boy from out DC.
Dang, man. Yeah.
The Hell Hackett.
Yeah.
The Hell Hackett left.
Something is wrong there, man.
I mean,
something is wrong there. Something's wrong with PBC too.
I don't know if Rolly's still signed to him. I know Rolly is with PBC, but I don't know if Rolly's still signed to Floyd. Like, this ain't no disrespect. It's just like I just think he ain't got the time or whatever. People ain't putting the effort into it, bro. A lot of people ain't invest. A lot of people ain't right now ain't in the states of giving money without no return, bro.
That's true. Well, he got a star in the making, man. That young dude right there, man. Every time I see him, I just be like, wow, man. Can't believe, man. I think he better than Tank at that age.
But then look at it just too. Every time he fight, he an 8-side fight. You got to pay for opponent. He ain't bringing no too much money in because he ain't a big draw. He fight on somebody else's card. You paying a slot fee for that too. It's just money coming out. And he wants something too. He probably helps sell tickets, but if the fight is somewhere where he ain't close to his home, I mean, hey man, be a lot of stuff in them guys. That's why PBC don't sign guys until they already 7-0, 8-0, 9-0, and making the name for themselves. Because PBC don't want to go through the starting period. They don't want to hold your hand and while you crawl and get on your feet. Nah, when you come to PBC, you got to be already on your feet, ready to talk business and ready to fight.
Yeah, but see, they don't know how to build stars, man. And most
I
of those
mean,
promoters don't know how to do that anyway, though. But
we can't say that because bro, they built Tank. Everybody they built was stars. Just think, bro. They
yeah,
made
they
they made guys who were not superstars.
yeah. But what I'm saying is a little bit
They
bigger than
reign
boxing.
their reign might didn't last long, but bro,
Yeah,
just listen. Just look. Everybody in the world knows Charlos. Everybody in the world know Adrian Broner. Everybody in the world know Tank Davis. Everybody in the world know Danny Garcia.
yeah,
I mean, Sean Porter. The list goes on, bro. Remember, PBC was paying guys millions of dollars and was fighting on NBC, bro,
yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
Remember the Sean Porter and Adrian Broner fight was a title fight that was on free TV.
Yeah, see, and that was a good move to do. But right now, what I'm getting at is this though. Ryan Garcia has all of the, got his own fan base and all this, and is known in the outer space outside of boxing. That makes him something already coming in. You got guys that are better skilled than him that don't have none of that. That's sitting in that problem right there. And the way to get them out of that problem is to reach outside of boxing and grow a fan base outside of it that you can bring to the negotiating table. Why don't they put them with young entrepreneurs or something and have them do commercials or anywhere like they say, okay, well, Baltimore is my city. Baltimore is going to do it. Okay, well, I need to see you all over Baltimore. Just like I tell you all the time about JJ Watt out here. JJ Watt was everywhere. You couldn't go nowhere without seeing JJ Watt. Sick of JJ Watt. He was everywhere. They're gonna make you it. But hey, outside of this, what he do? Jump right out of football, went right into the thing, start talking football, man. Still making money, grind still going. And that's what I'm saying because a star in a way where you're a star in boxing and you're a star out of boxing. If you can make that kind of transition for yourself, that's going to put you in a great position moving forward. When you got to decide, you got to live past this contract you got with Floyd Mayweather Promotions or whoever you with, and at the time that you do it, you still got leverage to move yourself past that person, because it seemed like the people that deal with them when they first start out, they just they work them to a certain degree and get their benefit off of them, but it's not a thing that's gonna, like you remember back in the day, Sugar Ray had the Coke commercials and Ali had the Daycon or whatever that was, and different commercials and stuff like that was in everything, and that's what's drawing all the fans and stuff to come. No matter what happened, you're gonna have people watching because people outside of boxing know them, and they don't spend time like growing people in that regard, and I think they should do that more.
Right.
People got to think of a way to intertwine, and I might not have it all figured out, but you kind of see what I'm saying as getting them, promoting them because just like these boxers, like one time all the boxers speak Spanish. It's hard to relate to them because I don't know what he's saying. But once you start hearing them talk and they start speaking English, you can, like David Benavidez, when he talking stuff, I understand him 100%. That made me a fan of him. I found some common ground with me and him. We got some alike, so I like this guy. That's a buffer for you. If you have to find a way out of there. Then you start to see Canelo speak a little English. Then you start to see him a little bit different. Now they got all kind of look at the commercials he got and stuff like that. He already don't even need that stuff, man. He don't need it, but they got it, and that's what I think they should be trying to do. But the young guys can take the initiative themselves because that's what Ryan did. You got to give him that as much as I feel about him right now, but the guy has always got himself out there, his name, and people's talking about him. And that's his biggest thing that he has in his back pocket. Yeah, man.
City by the Bay said Spence versus Verge Ortiz at AT&T Stadium.
That's a big fight, man. But at what weight class though? I think both of them guys is too big for the classes that they in or was in. And
Ortiz is at 54, and they talking about fighting Boots.
Yeah, but he need to
And
be yeah.
man, me personally, bro, I think it's over for Earl Spence.
It's looking that way, man. It's looking that way.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying that boxing just passed him by.
Yeah, it's definitely doing that now. You're right.
Like for instance, like people say, well, we were supposed to get the Earl Spence and Crawford fight right back, right? But we wasn't able to get that fight right back. And I believe we didn't get that fight right back is because it was too much money.
Yeah.
It was too much money. It was too much money, babe. And you know what, bro? This crazy thing. And this about to be some shit right here. Listen to this. Remember back then, Bud said, I got a silent investor. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, he did say that.
Now listen, hold on. Everybody thought it was BOK Prime, right?
Yeah.
It was Turkey from the giddy up.
Turkey. Oh, you think he got in on that early?
Bro, remember he said, I got some foreign investors who wanted to see the Crawford Spence fight. Turkey was a big boxing fan. Right after that, he got into boxing.
He might have been right on because he said he had somebody that had that money that time. He did say that.
Yep.
Dang. Damn, you might have, the little tidbit that we didn't know.
Mm-hmm. But just think, at that time, Al Heyman wasn't gonna let that fight go nowhere but on their network.
That's true.
So we don't care about what investor you got. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Dang. That's so true. Man. And now he done went on and walked away from the sport. But I think that's more about him trying to force their hand to give him this money he asking for.
Bro. Listen to this. I believe Bud Way's smarter than that, right? Listen to this. I think that was a highly calculated move.
Yeah.
I believe he was like, listen, the Janibek shit went crazy, right? He tested positive. So now, you don't know what's about to happen for you to try to get to the undisputed at 160 now. At first, it looked like it could have happened in 2 fights. Now, Janibek, we don't know what the fuck gonna happen. So if they made Janibek release them title, now there's even more work to do to be undisputed at 160. Then they also threw Canelo back in your face. Talking about they want you to rematch him. After you just washed him. Me personally, they did that to stop history. They knew it's going to be hard for motherfucker to be a 4-division undisputed champion. You feel me? 4 different weight class, undisputed champion.
Yeah, because that messed all them belts up. And then Laura didn't get a chance to get that. That would have put everything in line.
After Buzz see that, this is my opinion. After you see that, it's like, okay, well, why would I pay these people money for a belt that I ain't even about to keep?
Yeah.
I ain't about to keep that. I ain't about to stay at 68.
It's True.
And then shit. Now this shit just fumble with motherfucker Janet back. Shit. I could have did this in 2 fights. Now they trying to make me do 3, maybe 4. Man, you know what? It's over. It's over. I can make more money. I can make this same type. I can make this money. I can make money help promoting and doing other little shit, talking and sponsorships and shit like that. Yeah. You see, he on the cover of motherfucking magazines dressing and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, he got the GQ action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that, man. Yeah. That's smart though. That's smart.
So I think, and then with some of the things that he said about boxing with them belts and stuff, you only come out and say that when you through. Because if you still was gonna box and you need them belts or you need them sanctions to make the fights that you need, because other than that, some people might not even want to fight you for a regular fight. You wouldn't have said shit like that. I'm thinking like, okay, he said what he said. He can't go back on his word. It is what it is. He had a good one. He don't spend too much money. I ain't counting nobody's pockets, but hey, he cool.
Yeah.
He cool.
Wow, man.
One thing we do know is he made the most money at welterweight. The other fighters, he was making a guaranteed $6 million a fight.
Yeah, he's making money, man. He definitely did that. So he looking good for all that. So he in the perfect position. He is good to go. Ain't no pressure on him to do nothing, and that's good, you know. And but I mean, but I do agree with him. If they trying to get him to fight Canelo again, it got to be $100 million. And if it ain't $100 million, ain't no need talking to him. And I think that's right. They talking about, well, he has to make this type of money. Man, I don't want to hear that madness. Because Canelo can't justify it either.
Listen here. I would have told him $100 million for Canelo, and then $150 million for somebody of my choice. I don't care who he could have been. He could have been the janitor.
Yeah.
Y'all pay him. I'm gonna put the seats in I'm gonna put the asses in the seats.
Yeah. I mean, you look at him now, his fan base has grown. I mean, you see him. I mean, he's been in different countries around the world celebrating. People know him all around the world now. He's really broke through. You know, I don't know why people would think that that money ain't justified for him, but it's justified for Canelo. I mean, Canelo's whole fan base is showing this man respect. So it's not like they're gonna see him fight. They're not gonna tune in. They're gonna tune in. They're gonna see where he's gonna go next. Or even if not, maybe they upset that he beat him and they want to see him lose. Either way, you got them invested.
As long as he in Nebraska, he'll never have to spend a penny.
Yeah, man. You know what, bro? I'm about to get ready to dip here in a couple minutes, man. But
it's all good, bro.
I think we need to hit this tomorrow, man. We might have to get back on here tomorrow.
We can talk about the fights.
Yeah, because we can, because they don't even watching the Cowboy game tomorrow.
Yeah.
They done broke my heart so much I ain't got no heart no more.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
That Seahawks game was crazy the other day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. NFL is crazy. There's a lot of competitive teams this year. Like now, it's so many teams got 10, 11. I mean, when's the last time you seen all these teams with 10, 11 wins already? We still got 3 to go. It's crazy.
The Rams 11-4, and they're a wild card right now.
Shoot, we 6-7, shooting for 6 and 8. We suck, man. I want us to get Al Harris back. That's what we need for our defense. I think our defensive line is good enough, but we need him to help our secondary. Our secondary is lost. I gotta talk about the linebackers too, because Kenneth Murray, I don't know what the hell he doing. he'll, you reading the linebacker and the guy coming this way, he hit the damn C hole and the guy coming through the A hole. How you gonna make a play? You can't even pick the hole. You can't even identify the runner.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of giving up on NFL. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
It's sports entertainment.
That's what they say now. Yeah.
I just know it just seems like that shit is scripted, bro.
Yeah, it do seem like that, man. It do. It some of them games give you a weird feeling.
Like that Seahawks game. I never seen that in history. I never seen a lateral pass get blocked. And then the ball gets kicked forward. And it's still live. And the man gets a 2-point conversion. But they said if it was not a 2-point conversion, if it was a regular play, it would have been ruled dead. But since it's a 2-point conversion, it's not. It's live.
Hey, that reminds me of the Dez Bryant catch no catch. He catch the ball, take 5 steps, turn, slip, jump, hop, skip, jump, do a dance. It's not a catch. Then 3-4 years later, oh yeah, that was a catch. But oh well, they go to Super Bowl that year. Our offensive line was the best it ever had been, man, since the 90s. And we really had a running game that was guaranteed. And that was the year we could have did something. And they took that right away from us.
Yeah. Y'all ran Elliott into the ground.
Yeah. 2016, man. I never forget it. And I seen that, I couldn't believe it. I said, man, you gotta be kidding me.
Y'all had Elliott and Barber, didn't y'all?
Yeah. Oh no, well, not 2016 though. No, wait a minute. No, because we still had Romo. Then.
It was just Elliott
for the catch no catch. That was 2016.
Yeah, so y'all still have Elliott as a running back?
No, we didn't have him and Dak. Him and Dak came in the same time. Yeah, they.
So who was y'all running back then?
We had was it DeMarco Murray? Marco Murray. I believe it was DeMarco Murray we had at the time. And man, the offensive line was playing it. I mean, it was dominant. And that was crazy, man. But that's the one time I thought since the 90s that we really had a shot to win the Super Bowl. And then when they gave that bad call, I was like, man, I knew the league had something against us. Yeah, man. But I gotta get ready to go, bro. But
it's been good, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna set it up tomorrow, man. Get back and chop it up, man. Maybe we talk a little football too. Shoot.
Yes, sir. Any last words you got for him?
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks to everybody stopping by and chopping it up with us, man, and subbing up City by the Bay, man. Appreciate you. Everybody with PJX Big Dog and the whole crew come through, man. And check out my brother Basement Boxing Talk on all social platforms and everything, because he do everything.
I appreciate you.
And catch us tomorrow, man. We look out for us tomorrow. We put the time up and stuff here at the while, but tomorrow we'll go back at it again.
Appreciate you coming through, bro. Yeah, appreciate everybody came through in the chat. Appreciate everybody came through, listening to it. Share, like, subscribe. And follow my man Black Star Sports on all social medias too. It's been real, man. We'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna chop it up tomorrow. We looking hit the alert button. So you know when we're going live. We're going live tomorrow, man. We discuss the fights for the night, talk a little football too. It's your boy Basement, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Salute, and we out.
Yeah.